as she sat watching the world go by. Something caught her eye. It wasn't so much its color or shape, but the way it was moving. She squinted to see if she could better understand what it was and where it was going, but it didn't help. As she continued to stare into the distance, she didn't understand why this uneasiness was building inside her body. Let me tell you something. Right now, where you are, there's something incredible happening. Whether you see it or not, you might feel like life has been throwing punch after punch, like everything around you is shifting and things aren't as they should be. Maybe you're looking around, seeing the people who've wronged you, the ones who've tried to tear you down, and you're wondering how much more you can take. Let me tell you, the universe is about to teach your enemies a lesson they're not ready for. They think they've got the upper hand. They think they've been clever, playing their games, manipulating things to their favor, making you out to be the one who's struggling while they sit on their throne. They think that they can continue with their wicked ways, that somehow the hurt and the lies they've spread will go unnoticed. But here's the thing. What they don't realize is that there's a force far greater than them, far greater than their schemes, and it's about to make them feel the weight of their own action. You see, we often look at the people who hurt us and get caught up in how they seem to prosper while we suffer. But let me tell you, that's just the illusion. The world operates on laws, spiritual laws, cosmic laws, and what goes around truly does come around. You might have been knocked down, but you've always gotten back up. You've weathered the storms, walked through the fire, and kept moving no matter how much it burned. Now, you're standing in the eye of a storm, but it's not your storm anymore. It's their storm. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to fight back. You don't have to prove anything to them because the universe is already handling it. When you remain true to who you are, when you choose not to stoop to their level, when you keep your integrity intact, something starts to happen that your enemies can't predict. The very foundation they built on lies and deception starts to crumble beneath them, and that's when the lesson begins. You've heard the saying, what you sow, you shall reap. Your enemies have been sowing seeds of destruction, bitterness, and hatred. They've been sowing deceit into the ground, planting it in places they thought no one would see, but the universe is not blind. The universe sees everything, and it operates in ways that are beyond your understanding. Your enemies think they're getting away with it, but the truth is, every step they've taken to undermine you is a step toward their own downfall. They don't know that the very actions they took to hurt you are the same actions that will come back to haunt them. You don't need to raise your voice. You don't need to lift a finger. What they've done to you is already on its way back to them. They've been feeding off your energy, trying to take away your peace, and that energy is now being redirected. The energy they put out into the world, the negative intentions they threw toward you, will circle back around with a force they can't escape. Now, I know it's hard. It's hard to watch people who've tried to destroy you go on as if nothing has happened, as if there are no consequences for their actions. But you've got to remember something. The universe works on its own time. The consequences might not come immediately, but trust that they are coming. They are coming, and they are going to hit harder than anything you could ever do to them. It's not your battle to fight, and it never was. You've been chosen for something bigger. You've been chosen for greatness, for peace, for a life full of abundance and joy. And part of that greatness comes from the lessons you learn in moments like this, the moments when you've been wronged, and you choose not to stoop to their level. You choose to walk away, to rise above, to keep your integrity, your character intact. And that, my friend, is what makes the universe stand up and pay attention. Your enemies might be enjoying their little victories right now. They might think they're ahead, but all that's doing is setting them up for an even bigger fall, because the universe has a way of teaching people what they need to know, and it's not always a gentle lesson. You don't need to be the one to deliver the blow. No, the universe is much more creative than that. Every lie they've told, every manipulation they've used, every time they've tried to bring you down, they're going to face the consequences of those actions, whether they see it coming or not. And the beauty of it is, they won't even see it coming. It'll come in ways they never expected, from angles they never thought possible. The universe doesn't forget, and it doesn't forgive those who have been walking in darkness. But you, my friend, you've been walking in the light. Even in your lowest moments, when you felt abandoned, when you felt hurt, you still kept moving forward. You've been faithful to your purpose. And it's that faithfulness that's going to separate you from them. While they struggle with the consequences of their actions, you'll find your peace. While they face the consequences of their own making, you'll continue to rise, to build, to grow. So let me tell you this. Don't waste another second looking at them, wondering when they're going to get what's coming to them. They don't deserve your attention. They don't deserve your focus. You keep your eyes forward. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep staying true to who you are, because the lesson the universe is teaching them is about to be something they won't forget. And when it hits, it'll hit harder than any confrontation, harder than any argument, harder than anything you could have ever done. The best thing you can do right now is to focus on you. Focus on your goals, your dreams, your future. Keep building, keep growing, keep pushing forward. The universe sees your struggle. It sees how you've kept your head down and worked through the pain, how you've kept your faith even when things seemed impossible. And because of that, the universe is about to open doors for you that you never thought possible. And when your enemies see you rise, when they see you flourishing, when they see the peace you found, that's when they'll truly understand what they've done. That's when they'll realize that the universe was teaching them a lesson all along. And by then, it'll be too late. They'll have to face the consequences of their actions, and they won't be able to deny that it was their own doing. They'll be forced to look in the mirror and realize that the very person they tried to break was the one they were meant to learn from. So don't worry about what they're doing right now. Don't worry about what they're saying. Let them play their games. Let them live in their delusion. The universe is working behind the scenes, preparing something far greater for you than you could have ever imagined. And when your enemies face what's coming for them, they won't be able to deny the truth. You were always the one meant to win. Stay focused, stay strong, keep moving forward. The lesson is already on its way to them, and there's nothing they can do to escape it. Keep your peace, keep your faith, and watch how everything unfolds. As she sat watching the world go by, something caught her eye. It wasn't so much its color or shape, but the way it was moving. She squinted to see if she could better understand what it was and where it was going, but it didn't help. As she continued to stare into the distance, she didn't understand why this uneasiness was building inside her body. I know the pain you're carrying right now, and I understand how hard it is when you're surrounded by people who try to diminish your worth, people who try to cut you down in every way they can. They make it seem like you're the one who's losing, like you're the one who's not good enough, like somehow they've got the upper hand and you're left struggling in their wake. But let me remind you of something. The universe works in ways that are beyond our understanding. While it may seem like they're winning right now, the truth is they're already losing. They just don't know it yet. Sometimes we get caught up in the idea that justice needs to be swift, that consequences need to come quickly. We want to see those who've wronged us face the music right away. We want to see their lives unravel as soon as possible. But I need you to understand something deep within your spirit. The timing of the universe is perfect. The way it handles things, the way it balances out the wrongs in this world is so much more precise than anything we could ever do. You've seen the people who've tried to tear you down, the ones who've taken every opportunity to belittle your dreams, crush your spirit, and mock your ambitions. They've been walking around with their chest out, like they've figured out some secret, like they've somehow won the game. But trust me, their victory is temporary. And when that moment comes, the moment when everything they've put out into the world comes rushing back to them, they won't be able to handle it. This isn't your fight. You're not meant to go head to head with them. Your path is far greater than that. Your destiny is not wrapped up in their destruction. What's about to happen to them, what the universe has in store, is not for you to worry about. You need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your growth, your healing, and your own journey. When they've sown seeds of destruction, seeds of malice and hatred, those seeds will eventually bear fruit. They don't realize that the seeds they've planted in the lives of others, seeds of envy, of bitterness, of sabotage, are seeds that will grow into something they won't be able to control. What they've been doing behind closed doors, the gossip, the lies, the manipulation, they'll find themselves caught in the web they've woven. They won't be able to escape it. And the more they try to outrun it, the more it will consume them. The universe has a way of bringing things to light, of exposing the truth. And when that truth comes out, it's not going to be pretty. You've been hurt. You've been pushed to the edge, but you've never lost your integrity. You've never given in to the temptation to strike back, to fight fire with fire. You've chosen the path of peace, the path of strength. And that path is what's going to carry you through. While your enemies are tangled in their own lies and deceit, you're moving forward with a clear mind, a calm heart, and a focused spirit. And that's where the difference lies. While they're busy plotting and scheming, you're building, you're growing, and you're making your way toward the future that's meant for you. And what's coming for them, the lesson that the universe is about to deliver, is something they won't be able to escape. They may have thought they could get away with it. They may have thought they could hurt you, tear you down, and walk away unscathed. But there's something about this world, there's something about the way the universe operates that doesn't let wrongs go unaddressed. They can run, but they can't hide. You've witnessed it before. People who have done others wrong, who have tried to tear others down, thinking they're getting away with it. They think the consequences won't catch up to them. But the truth is, the consequences always catch up to them. The universe is like that, patient but relentless. It doesn't rush, it doesn't hurry, but it's always on time. And when it's time for them to learn, when it's time for them to face what they've done, they'll realize that they should have never underestimated the power of the laws that govern this world. They may be enjoying their temporary victories right now, enjoying the fact that they've gotten away with hurting you, but they don't understand the magnitude of what's coming. They don't understand that the very energy they put out into the world, the negative vibrations, the hate, the jealousy, the bitterness, it's all coming back to them, and it's coming with a force they won't be able to withstand. But don't get twisted. This is not a call for revenge. You don't need to wish bad upon them. That's not your job. You don't need to stoop to their level. No, this is about recognizing the truth, that you don't need to fight for justice because the universe is already handling it. The lesson they're about to learn, the consequences of their actions, will be so much more impactful than anything you could have done. When the universe deals with someone, it does so in a way that they can't deny, a way that leaves no room for doubt. In the meantime, don't waste another second looking back. Don't waste another moment wondering when they'll get what's coming to them. Don't waste your energy on them. Focus on you. Focus on your journey. Focus on your healing. You've been through enough. You've carried the weight of their negativity, and now it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to free yourself from the shackles of their hurtful actions to move forward into the life that's waiting for you. While they're caught in their own web of deceit, while they're faced with the fallout of their own choices, you will continue to rise, you will continue to grow. And when they look at you, when they see your success, your peace, your happiness, they'll finally understand what they've done. They'll finally realize that the price they paid for trying to break you was more than they could have ever imagined. And by then, it won't matter anymore. They'll have to come to terms with their own actions, and the universe will have ensured that they do. So keep your focus, keep moving forward. Don't get distracted by the noise. Don't let their attempts to break you cause you to lose sight of your path. The universe is teaching them the hardest lesson of all, the lesson of consequences. They'll come face to face with the impact of their actions, and there won't be a single thing they can do to stop it. You don't need to lift a finger. You don't need to make a phone call. You don't need to say a word. The universe is taking care of it. And when the dust settles, when the consequences of their actions are clear for all to see, you will be the one standing tall. You will be the one who walks away with your head held high, knowing that you never lost yourself in the process. You never gave into the bitterness. You never let their darkness pull you down. Keep your peace, keep your strength, keep your faith, because in the end, the lesson that the universe is about to teach them is something they'll never forget. In the end, remember this: your enemies are only temporary, but your journey is eternal. The universe has a way of balancing the scales, and while it may seem like they've gotten away with their actions, the truth is their day is coming. The lesson they're about to learn will be one they won't forget. A lesson that will leave them questioning everything they thought they knew about power, control, and the consequences of their choices. You, on the other hand, are walking in a different direction. You are focused on what's ahead, on the future that's waiting for you, the future you've worked tirelessly to build. You don't need to stoop to their level, engage in their petty games, or waste your energy on anything that doesn't serve your purpose. The universe sees you, it knows the heart you carry, and it's guiding you towards something far greater than anything they could ever take from you. So keep moving forward, keep growing, keep rising above. The best revenge is your success, your peace, and the life you continue to build. While they remain caught in their own web, you will continue to soar. And when the lesson is delivered and they face the consequences of their actions, you'll be standing on the other side, stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. Trust the process, trust the universe, and know that everything is working out in your favor. The universe is handling your enemies so you don't have to. Your time to rise is now. Keep walking with your head held high, because you were always destined for greatness.